How's everybody doing? Hey, I've been busy last couple of days. Had to do a lot of running around. Had to fix my dog's tail. He got so happy. He got so happy he broke his tail. Easy. See his tail? I had to wrap it up. I had to go see somebody that used to raise pit bulls, and what happened was he was wagging his tail so hard and by the front door. When I came in the front door after being gone for a little while, I come back and he was so happy he was wagging his tail. I was sitting on the couch and his tail hit that thing that you scrape the mud off your boots with when you walk in the door. His tail swinged up against that and broke his tail. And so we decided to leave it alone, but he started licking it and licking it and licking it and licking it, and then he started this big long scab on the side of his tail. So I got to wrap his tail and put antibiotic ointment on it. Yeah, poor baby. It's poor baby. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. So I've been taking care of him. I've been upstairs online about that FE motor, and I don't know, you can put together in your head all kinds of different scenarios, but one thing for sure, the 427 crank that's in there, that I've found the numbers and run them online, it says it's a 427 or a 390, and the 427s will fit inside of a 390. It's just like a big book, a big story, you know. I get lost for an hour at a time, you know, and I have to read it again and again and again because my ADD. But basically, I'm guessing what this motor is somebody had a truck and they wanted to put a hot rod motor in their truck, and they built it. And whatever it's built out of, we'll figure it out, you know. I like it because I can do a little bit. When I had the oil pan off of it, I had to put the oil pan back on it. Because it was rained yesterday, and so I covered it back up and put oil in it. I put some oil back in it, and I turned it over, you know. We turned it over, me and the neighbor, we turned it over by hand with a ratchet or a breakover bar, and we just, you know, like that. We were thinking about pulling the distributor cap out and using a drill and spinning it over that away and then turn it over a little bit, but for now it's out of the weather. But somebody was evidently building that motor for whatever reason, and it come out, you know, that's, I can't tell all the details. I can only imagine, you know, and that's what I'm imagining. You know, Brian Stewart has a lot of hopes, and so do I, you know, about what exactly it is, and I'll pull the heads off one day and figure out what it is. But right now I got all these things, different things I got to do. I mean, I go like I'm like Gilligan's Island. I go out for a 3-hour tour, except I I can't stay out for long, you know what I'm saying? It's I have to take it in small spurts, do a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and stay off my foot because it starts swelling up. But the next thing that I'm worried that we're having to worry about now also is the doors don't roll down in this car because the wires actually came out of the plugs, out of the plug itself. So I figured that out, and the reason why is because I quit smoking and my wife's still smoking, so it's like I gotta have some windows rolled down, you know. And another thing is we started hearing some funny noises. Let me show you this that I got to deal with now, you know. It's like, you hear that noise? You would think that would be engine chatter. It's not. It's a throw-out bearing, because when you push in on the clutch, it goes away. And so that's what I got to worry about now. Okay. And so to do that, it's going to need some downtime. You know what I'm saying? The neighbor said he would fix it, buy the clutch and the throw-out bearing, everything for $150. And you know, that way he can do it little at a time, and he you know, it can stay apart for a little bit, and it don't cost me that much because you don't have to do it all at once, you know. But to make that happen, old Louise here's the update on her. She's got a cracked exhaust manifold, and it's cracked right here all the way around, and over here all the way around. So when I pull that, so when next he's going to work on this one too. I think I'm going to have this one fixed first. I think that throwout bearing will hold in a little longer, and I pay him $100 to take the exhaust manifold off and put a new one back on if I buy the exhaust manifold. And my wife got a promotion at work, and it made it easier, and it's making it a lot better for us to you know, breathe our heads a little bit more on the financial level. It's a lot better. She gets insurance, and she got promoted. But blessed for that all the way. But that's what I'm doing right now, and trying to take care of all these things. I'm fixing to have to go do some laundry. If it ain't one thing, it's another, but I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I get to fix things a little at a time and plan things out to where, uh-oh, we don't have a car now. You know, at least we got Louise. Louise is always thirsty. I tell you this, you can fill that Honda up for about $25, somewhere around there. Depends on the price of the gas. And it'll run almost 2 weeks on a tank of gas going to work and back with my wife. But it's okay, baby. We're going in a minute. But you run Louise down the road, and you gotta sit there and worry about gas. $20 a day almost. That's expensive. Louise is just thirsty. She always will be with that V6, with that inline six. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, but I'm gonna let y'all. I just wanted to do an update of where I'm at, what I'm doing, and oh, I'll tell you another thing. Shh, be quiet, baby. It's okay. We're fixing to go in. Another thing is I wanted to tell y'all something, man. I met a cop online, and he called me, and then one thing led to another, and we're talking, and then I'm riding around with him, and he's been all the way up into being the jailer and giving out tickets, and you know, he's like went through the, you know, the system. You know what I'm saying? You start out, you know, one place and end up getting promoted, and you know, but he shares with me stories, man, that just would blow my mind. And then I tell him stories about the crap that I've seen and done, and we just get a kick out of exchanging stories. And I tell him a lot of mind-blowing stories of what I've seen in my past, what I've been through, and he's told me a lot of things that'll, you know, it's kind of like, makes me want to think I need to go get my license the right way, and I'm doing good by not driving. You know, let's do this thing the right way and pay those tickets off a little at a time, and then that way everything won't be falling so close. You know, when my wife's got 2 days off every week, it's like she works nights, and it's like she's got to sleep, you know what I'm saying, through that next day off, and it makes it to where we got to make appointments for my doctor's appointments, her doctor's appointments, my son's doctor's appointments, my son's counselor appointments, you know, stuff like that. Braces, you know, you name it. They're all thrown in there on 2 days all month long. And so that's basically what I got to do, you know. And it gets real busy at times, so I don't have the time to come out here a lot. But these things that I'm got to conquer now is keep myself afloat with a ride. I wish I had more time to play with that FE motor, but I don't. I got to take care of other things as well. But that's where I'm at, man. And I tell you, that's the most amazing thing that happened here recently, was finding out about that FE motor and getting an addiction for that, and then also meeting that police officer online and meeting him and actually cruising around with him. You know what I'm saying? And we're growing a relationship here. It's one of them things where you wouldn't believe that somebody in my past and somebody with him and his past would even want to have an attraction to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's mind-blowing that we want to do things together. You know what I'm saying? He's wanting to build a shop in the back of his. He's already got the big old huge carport. It's an RV carport. It's made for a big old Winnebago type of thing. You know, it's real tall and really long, 30 foot long. And he's talking about putting the walls to it, because right now it's just a canopy type of thing, and he's trying to put some walls on it, put some roll-up doors on each other end of it, and then probably getting something together and enjoying classic cars together. That's what we want to do. We're putting those things in the works. And so that's a sneak preview for the future of what's going to happen. Is that's where I'm channeled with all this. And it wouldn't have been possible, never, if I would have never gotten online and put myself out there and shared my story and met these people that I'm meeting. Everybody, including Ratchet 951 and Brian Stewart and Daryl Armstrong and John York, I think his name is, and from New York, and the old car lover, and the disabled, I want to get it right, disabled Marine vet or submarine vet, one of the two. He's one of my favorite ones. Another one is the Joker's Black Book. I mean, I could go on and on about everybody that comments. Share Bear, First Class Junkie, all of y'all, man. Y'all are tearing it up on here, and I like every one of you, man. I do. And sometimes I don't like to see some of my subscribers arguing with each other, because it breaks my heart. I mean, it's just one of them things, you know. You get comments and somebody gets their feelings hurt, and before you know it, they're in a terror, man. But I'm staying out of it, staying neutral. You know, I like every one of you. You're all here for a reason, and I like every one of you. But I'm gonna get off here and probably go do some laundry, like I said, or if I said it, I can't remember if I said it, because I'm ADHD. Get in there and get my son off the game. Oh, that's another thing. Fortnite. I'll tell you a little story about my son. He's sitting there and he's talking online. And he has his headgear on, and I'm over here trying to look on the computer with the FE motors, and he's going like, "What do you got? Come on, show it to me." And I'm like, picturing this in my head, you know. It's like, I guess online you can actually turn away from somebody and hide something behind your back, because he's going, "No, show it to me. Show me what you got." And he says, "Oh, that's a M90 or something like that. It was an assault rifle or a shotgun." He says, "Man, I thought we agreed not to have no shotguns in this round." And the other guy, I can't hear what he's saying. He says, "Because your expert abilities with the shotgun is your crazy abilities." He put it in a nice way with that shotgun, and it only takes one shot for a headshot, and then I'm gone. So in other words, he don't want somebody having something that can blow his head off with one shot and die. He wants to be able to recover from that shot. If they mess up and shoot him, he don't want him having nothing powerful in his game. And it's just it's amazing. It's kind of like watching a story on his end of the deal. I'll get interested and start turning around and watching the TV. It's like watching TV with him playing, and I can see why it's addicting, because he gets to interact with other kids online, and some of them he has to complain to them about, "Quit shooting the cube, quit shooting the cube. Would you please quit shooting the cube? Come on, stop it. Hey, that was my gun. I was supposed to be able to pick that up. Put it back and let me have it." It's like a big old argument on there half the time, and it's like he'll even holler, "Ow!" And I go, "What? He goes, "Nothing. I just got killed." I said, "So you holler, ow? I'm thinking something's wrong with you, boy." And he goes, "No." So it's a funny time watching him play that game, man. It's man, back in my day, it was Atari. And it was totally different, man. And now it's grew to this, to where people are actually serious. He will not play with people that are inexperienced, because he doesn't like getting whipped and out of the game quickly. He likes to build a crew and be part of a crew that are, each and every one of them better be 100% dedicated to this game, or he's not playing with them. He's not going to play with somebody like, for instance, a little kid that gets on there and just wants to shoot the gun, pow, 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 and don't care who he shoots or what he shoots. He's just on there all out in, he's in it just to shoot his gun, you know. He likes serious gamers, and so I'm learning by watching him why it's addictive. And I got to tell you, he is addicted to that game, man. But I got to keep telling myself this is a new way of the world. I do get him to interact with me. I do get him. He don't want to be on YouTube, so we do things together. But we don't. I can't show it because he just. I got to respect his wishes. But it's actually one of them things where we're having to pull him off of it, and family time. You know, put that in there because he can get sucked into that thing and stay on it nonstop. Eat, breathe. I'm telling you, eat something right back on it, you know, and then, but now we're starting to even things out. But I got to look at it like this. He ain't out there, he ain't selling drugs, he ain't shooting nobody, and he ain't running the streets in the middle of the night, and I got to be blessed with that, you know what I'm saying? He's not wide open like a lot of kids are these days with the, he doesn't like people that smoke cigarettes, he doesn't like people that drink alcohol. He's almost 17 years old. You know, and he hasn't found no girlfriend because he's real picky. I'm like, son, why do you want to, you know, he says, well, I want a girl that doesn't smoke the other crap, nothing, and doesn't drink, and doesn't lie to me, and that ain't a bed hopper. And I'm like, son, you just knocked about 75% of the girls in high school out. You're narrowing them down, man. Back in my day, I wasn't caring what they did. I just wanted to go be with a girl. He's looking at it a different way, man. He had a little taste of one, and he says, man, he says, I don't like it because she smoked cigarettes and drank all this other, and I don't want to be with a girl like that. And I said, okay. And so that's what he's going through. But I appreciate y'all being on here. I appreciate all the comments, and I'm keeping my chin up. I'm getting around as much as I can, trying to keep myself busy. And just try to do life in general and be happy about with what I got, and keep pushing forward. Keep my nose on the grind. You know what I'm saying? How's that saying go? Keep your nose on the grinding wheel or something like it. I don't know. Maybe Papa was the only one that told me that. There's a saying that used to tell me, keep grinding away. He used to tell me, keep it on the grind. Keep it on the grinder. Anyway, Toothless, are you ready to go in with your broken tail? Huh? That's my favorite. He's my best friend. Even when I'm in trouble, he still loves me. Even if the wife's mad at me and the child's not happy with me, he's always happy with me and happy to see me. He's my baby. He's my sweet puppy. Say bye-bye. Limpster out.